Good morning, everyone. Brian Hoops here with Midwest Market Solutions Market Insider TV. This is our opening commentary on Tuesday. It's April the 29th. Thanks for joining us this morning as we take a look at our trading day ahead. Let's look at overnight markets. First of all, as the dollar index is just a little bit firmer in here, as well as natural gas, crude oil down almost $1 this morning, while stock market has been very choppy, mixed and two-sided, currently up a few ticks, but it's been down this many or more for a good portion of the night session. Gold futures $31 lower this morning, while silver's higher. We see some unwinding of the spread that was put on previously, where traders were buying gold, selling silver, and we're unwinding those spreads. Now that the stock market's kind of stabilized and has started to move higher. Meanwhile, corn down fractionally, beans off 3 to 5 cents, but the wheat seeing its much needed technical bounce. We're 4 better in Chicago wheat, Kansas City up 3 cents. The oats are 2.5 cents weaker in our night session. Our Twitter address, if you want to follow us, Midwest Markets, Brian Hoops will give you latest market information. You go to our website, midwestmarketsolutions.com, sign up for our text message service to get information sent directly to your cell phone via text. You can subscribe to our daily newsletters, our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and everything else is available at our website there. So, 5 offices around the Midwest. We can help you out. If you need some brokerage services, advisory service, contact any of our offices. So, growing conditions, really, they're just nearly ideal for newly seeded corn and soybeans. And winter wheat conditions did improve in yesterday afternoon after we saw good rains fall last week in the winter wheat belt. And those growing conditions, we're going to see additional rain in some areas this weekend. That's really going to be a blessing for a lot of producers who've either finished seeding or are very close to being seeded. First notice day for May grain futures. That's Wednesday, April the 30th. And accounts are susceptible to deliveries beginning after the close today. So this is your last day, basically, to risk the delivery process, which you really don't want to go through. So make sure that you're out of the way of deliveries with out of your long May positions by today. Weekly crop progress conditions report out yesterday. We have winter wheat conditions 49% good to excellent. That's up 4 from last week and 49% last year. Spring wheat 30% seeded versus 34 last year. Should mention that I think winter wheat conditions could improve again next Monday if these forecasts verify for more rain this week. Corn plantings 24% done versus 27 last year and 25% expected. So we're not on a gangbuster pace, but a good pace, normal pace at this point in time. And soybeans are 18% planted. That's exactly in line with last year's numbers. So again, not a blockbuster pace, but it is a good pace, a good strong pace for our corn and soybean seedings. I thought this was interesting to note. We've talked about the tariffs and how this is bearish for pork, especially because we export so much pork to China. They've canceled 12,000 metric tons of pork last week. That's the most since the pandemic year of 2020, and that's when global supply chains were halted. So I think China is going to continue to try and do this in an effort to hurt U.S. and U.S. farmers and put pressure against President Trump, and that should hurt our summer values. So this is a good time, if you haven't done any hedging, I think, to start and look at doing some of that hedging. This week's cattle facts show list, it's down 4,700 head for a total of 227,000 head. We had steady to $3 higher cash trade last week, and with these show list numbers being tighter, packers trying to cut their kill speeds, and they are propping up box beef values. They were sharply higher yesterday, but their margins did not improve much yet with the cash that they had to pay stronger money last week. So we'll see if we can get these boxes to continue to move higher despite the smaller slaughter pace, and see if the cash rate can be steady to at least $1 higher to start the week. Box beef sales last week, they increased compared to the prior week, but the same week last year we were down over 15%, and year-to-date sales are down about 4% compared to a year ago. All right, I'm going to sign off and wish you best of luck on your trades, and hope you have good success. If you want some additional market information, give us a call. We'd be glad to talk markets with you. This has been Brian Hoops. Good luck and good trading today.